Greetings and God bless. I've been seeing articles and people keep referring to that. There's a lot of jobs open, a lot of entry level jobs, and nobody wants those jobs. And I'm noticing this contempt, and this contempt from the sheltered members of whatever, the peanut gallery. These are people who have their own business, like the head honcho of Gab, who censored me after I talked to him or responded to his bashing post. He was complaining that a cook didn't want to go back to working at Dunkin' Donuts during the pandemic. Okay, so the cook is working in like what 150 degree heat, probably has to wear a mask, probably eventually threatened with injections, probably has no air quality, probably has no air conditioner, because employers do not make the workplace habitable. You barely get out alive, okay? And they think that they're good. And I have found this to be not only in the case in a Fortune 500 company, I've found this to be in a case in an organic farm. Like employers are extracting every last bit of whatever they can get from you, and you're already chronically ill. And like the people who like to bash, people are liking to bash entry-level workers who have the crummiest living situation, have the crummiest cars, if they even have public transportation, have the crummiest job, have the least amount of rights. But everybody likes to bash that $12 an hour entry-level person, or the person who doesn't want to do that $12 an hour job, or $15 an hour. Oh, we'll pay you a couple extra dollars so you suffocate yourself and brain damage yourself, so you could take care of us. Us robots, us minions of the archons. I find it just so shocking how devoid of empathy and experience that people are, and it just becomes so apparent. Like Anomaly was bashing again, like bashing the people who don't want to work in these crappy jobs. Anomaly, shame on you. You know, you have become too comfortable. You have become too insulated because you forget what it's like to work an entry-level job. And not everybody has good self-esteem. Not everybody has a supportive community. So when a bully at work or somebody sexually harassing you or whatever, a malignant narcissist is playing weird mind games, not everybody has the capacity to overcome. And do not tell me that person just needs to try harder, because again, we are all subjected to toxic environments, whether it's electromagnetic frequencies, whether it's the Roundup in our food and water, whether it's low-grade infections that we have, like low-grade Lyme, or mold exposure from work, from the vehicle, from home. So like I think like probably 0.5% of the world is actually healthy, and definitely that's not even in the United States. Maybe there's like, I don't know, 1,000 people that are really healthy on their own, and they're not even having to do work really hard at it. But I really shame on you, all of you who are disrespecting those who don't want to work a shitty job, suffocating, having to cover their identity, having to cover where they breathe, having to get penetrated at the workplace, be medically raped, spiritually raped. Like, how dare you? How dare you be so insensitive and ignorant about the experience of the entry-level worker? The reason why entry-level workers are doing it is because they see no other option, and they're in between a rock and a hard place. And, you know, the only reason why an entry-level worker stays at a job is that the boss is decent or their coworkers are great. You know, and if you want to make things better for an entry-level worker, if you really want it to be appealing to an entry-level employee, be a good company. How about that? Instead of blaming the entry-level worker, how about having the company have some decency? How about having some affordable housing that's close to the workplace? if you're a hardware store or your whatever, like make sure, it's not just about money. Be a decent place, because you will have a waiting list. There are companies that have waiting lists for people who would pay to work a certain place. So it's not the entry level workers' fault that they're not accepting the slave crap, and shame on you people who are like, well, I need somebody to make my latte. I need somebody to fix my car. I need all these like slave labor. I need all this slave labor to keep me to the lifestyle I'm accustomed. You don't deserve those people who have done that job, who have done that shitty job and treated you with human respect, because you're not even willing to treat them with human respect. Shame on you. So, anyways, that's just for the greedy, ignorant, insensitive, judgmental people who are bashing the most, just the not the most vulnerable people. I mean, the most vulnerable people are, in nursing homes or mental hospitals or hospitals, but the entry level worker who's working for a shitty wage, who has a shitty home, who has shitty transportation, who has not enough money to even eat so they have proper nutrition, who doesn't have medical care, and you want them to be there for your latte. Shame on you. Can't stand you people.